Good afternoon, everybody. It is afternoon. Yes, I just wanted to check. And I'm Kath Lloyd from Make the Change, and welcome to Let's Talk. So this session is going to be about valuing yourself. Okay, now values are what is important to us. Okay, value and values, understanding our values is an important thing to do because it helps us understand ourselves better. It helps us make decisions more easily or more accurately, and it helps guide us through our journey in life. But how much time and energy and effort and thought do you put into the difference between the value that you are giving out to others to the value that you are giving to yourself? And if you spend time listening to yourself, as much time as you do as listening to everybody else, you will hear things like, I wish I had more time. I wish I had better relationships. I wish I had better health. I wish I had more money. I wish I had more time to go on the holidays that I want to go on. I wish I had better relationships. I wish I had more time to develop my fitness. And we hear this constantly, don't we? And at the end of the day, we all have the same amount of time in the day. You'll also hear people say, how do you have time to do so much in your day or in your week? Okay, now, only you know where your thought processes are going and how you are using your time and how efficiently you are using your time. All right. And all of those things that you might have recognized about, I wish I had more time, I wish I had more money, I wish I had better relationships, I wish I had a better job. All of those things can be achieved if you value yourself enough. Okay, so when I've talked about values before, a lot of people put on their priority list for their core values things like love, respect, trust, friendship, authenticity, conscientiousness, consideration, but how much of that are you giving to yourself? All right, and this is really, really important in how you manage yourself, because at the end of the day, if we give it all out, we're going to have nothing to give back to yourself. All right, so it's about just thinking about and spending time thinking about how you can develop you, and this is what personal development is all about. And even I have to do this as well. We all have to do it, and it's important to be refreshing your mindset, your thinking processes, how you're managing your time, how you're planning, so that you can develop, so that you can improve on who you are, improve on how you are feeling, improve on where you are going in your life. And the place to start is to start thinking about what skills have you got, what are you good at, how have you developed over time? Because we're developing all of the time. What do we like doing? And who do we like sharing our time with? All right. And that is a really good basis, because you are starting to look within yourself. And a lot of people struggle with this because they might feel that it's a that they're being self-centered. It might be that they should be spending their time supporting other people, you know, but at the end of the day, we've got to look after ourselves as well, okay? Yes, we have lots of roles and responsibilities, but it's about looking after ourselves as well. Because if you want something to be different, you're the only one who can do it. Yes, you can get the support and the backing of a lot of other people, but at the end of the day, you're the only one who can take action. All right. And, you know, lots of people can say, I can do this for you, I can do that for you. And that is absolutely fantastic, you know, but invariably, for them to do that for you, you're going to have to give them some form of information or encouragement or guidance into what it is that you want them to support you with. Okay. And a lot of the time as well, we don't utilise ourselves enough. We don't work on our skill set. We don't you know, put the effort in or want to put the effort in into learning something new to find out how far we can stretch ourselves, okay? And, you know, this is, I know that here, you know, when you were little, that you might have been stretched out of your comfort zone, and people would say, oh, well, it's character building, okay? And to a certain extent, that is true, because you're learning more about yourself. You're learning more about your capabilities in life. And, you know, if we keep doing the same old stuff, we're not going to develop, are we? So yes, it is character building to a certain extent, but it's about, you know, not so much stretching, you know, stepping out of our comfort zone, but sort of stretching it a little bit, you know, like elastic stretches. We are elastic, we are flexible, you know, our brains are very flexible as well. And, you know, our bodies are. And so it's about the stretch, isn't it? But it's about stretching yourself in a way that isn't too far, that might be too frightening, so that you don't go ahead and follow through with your actions. Okay, so, and then you will learn a lot more about the value of you. And when you learn more about the value of you, you've got a lot more to give to other people. Okay. So, give yourself some time. And in actual fact, I have booked myself some time in my diary for next week, because, you know, the person who gives me a lot of support, you know, my coach, she's away on holiday next week. So before the end of my last session with her, I said I'm actually going to book myself a personal development session in the diary to replace her being away on holiday. And, you know, that is how, you know, regimented, if you like that word, you can be with yourself, you know, by planning the time so that you make the time, you know. And, you know, I go back to this scenario quite a lot, that if you have got an appointment with the dentist, if you've got to take your car for its MOT, you put it in the diary, don't you? And you don't forget about it, you don't push it to one side, because the last thing you want is a lot of toothache, or, you know, teeth falling out, or your car doesn't pass its MOT, and then you are, you know, you're driving illegally, or it becomes a real nuisance for you and your family. This is the same process. Okay, so this is, you know, about you putting value back into yourself. You know, it's rather like with the school league tables, for example, you know, they adjusted them, didn't they, and changed them, and they've actually got in the league tables almost like added value. How can that school add value to your child? Well, this is exactly the same for you. How can you add value to yourself? Okay, and that stems from valuing yourself to start with. Okay, so what value are you to you? What value are you to other people? And how can you add in extra value so that you can help yourself, improve yourself, so that you can give extra value out to other people? So it's about giving yourself time. Look at your skills set, look at your qualifications, look at what you enjoy doing, look at where you have your journey of development, think about what you like to do, think about who you like to spend your time with, and also the big why question. Why are all those important to you? Okay, because once you know your why, you're going to have a lot of great reasons in understanding the next section of the why, which is why you need to spend the time on your own personal development. Now, if you're not somebody who is perhaps ready to have personal one-to-one support, then why not go to my Sunshine Hub, okay, where there are some online courses of different price ranges and audios to listen to, and you can log in, become a member, and really make use of the information that is there for you. And if you want to do that, then you simply go to www.thesunshinehub.co.uk. And on that note, I'm going to love you and leave you. Have a great Wednesday. Have a great week, and I'll speak to you next week. Bye bye now.